Yeah, happy evening. My name is T. Bhogeshwar Rao. I would like to say something on modalities, submodalities in the NLP concepts. So they are very important, powerful concepts in NLP, both modalities and submodalities. So submodalities are the sensory qualities of the internal representation system. So that is found by our VAK, that is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. They being the major chunks. We call them as modalities. So all the five senses are called the modalities. So they, in fact, first one being visual means pictures, and auditory means all about sounds or hearing, and kinesthetic is all about feelings and emotions and physiology kind of thing. And we have the other two senses like olfactory, all about smells, and gustatory, all about the touch. So they being the modalities, being the major chunks of our sensory concepts. So we have the submodalities. They are sub to the modalities because of their size. They are the tiny chunks or small chunks of the sensory modalities. So now we can also then compare them. When we compare all the modalities as the crayon box, so each color we can treat it as a modality. So they are the qualities, as we said, of the sensory qualities of the representative system. So they can change the modality, we can change the experiences with the help of these submodalities. So now, so while major chunks are modalities, these submodalities are the minor tiny chunks, and they qualify further the all the other three VAKs, that is modalities. Like auditory means visual means only the picture. So here in submodals part we can further qualify it, what kind of picture, big or small, color or black and white or gray, or further it's big, this one it is deep, or it is framed, or it is kind of, all these things come under with submodalities. They qualify for the sensory organs. Now we have the other, like our friend, if you have to imagine a person, his picture and his size, his color, everything is quantified by our submodalities. So again, of visual thing. The second one is all about auditory submodalities. They again further qualify the modalities. Suppose like auditory people means auditory things, means something we can hear, or sounds can. The sound is also, we can, in submodalities we can know whether the sound is loud or low, the frequency high or low, or it is kind of soothing, or whether it is coming from left, right, or any direction. All these things, like listening to the voice of a friend, they all give us a particular sense. So that is qualified by this auditory submodality. Then we have the kinesthetic submodalities. It talks all about the feelings, whether the feelings are love or hatred, or feelings are an emotional kind of thing, and they are good or bad. All these things are quantified by the auditory submodalities. So that is how we can change the experience of a person, or we can change the internal representation with the help of these submodalities. Because by changing the submodalities within the internal representation, we can change the meaning of that particular representation, the internal movie or story, whatever it is, by adding these submodalities. So now that's all about the submodalities. Now there is another thing called so that is what is it called now, we can say mapping across, or it's a mapping across. So analysis, contrast, contrast analysis. Now here it is, now if we want the change of the experience at that internal representation level, so we can think of a situation where we feel very happy, maintaining the peak state, highest happiness, and take a snapshot of that, and taking that, then we can change the experience, whether good or bad, liking or disliking. So if we have to improve or make create a positive kind of mental state, then we have to take the snapshot of that particular highest happy moment, and again further put it in the frame and quantify further, make it a bigger and colorful and 3D kind of thing, complete in the picture type of it, so that we will have, we can understand and we can amplify our further our happiness. In the same way, in case of we have to change from that creating resourceful state, means feeling confident kind of thing. Another thing, if we have to create the dislike, again the same thing, whatever the bad thing, that issue is there, again if you quantify it, then it becomes bad. So now we can use it for modifying our perception or feelings about a certain thing. So that's why it is very powerful. We can make it positive or negative. Both the ways is possible. Only by changing this submodalities it is possible. That's why we can control our life, and you control and we can make our life better by changing or modifying these submodalities. That's why they are very powerful and useful for us. Thank you so much.